can say about, but I'm really upset. I'm sorry. Just I'm sorry.
You'll chat with him before you leave, right?
Yeah.
All right, Elio Castroneves is obviously very upset. Finished 12th today, but not a very happy 12th place finish, Bob.
Yep, Elio is certainly not very happy, but Mike Conway is. When Mario Andretti won the first Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach IndyCar race April 1st of 1984, Mike Conway, our winner today, was just over 8 months old. He becomes a first-time winner in the series here this afternoon. Back in a moment. Mike Conway wins this year's Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach. And Mike mentioned how he had problems on pit lane. He was actually 22nd in the lineup after lap 30 when he had the mistake in the pits. But these are members of his crew that resulted in his winning here this afternoon, becoming a first-time winner in the IZOD IndyCar Series. And Lindy Thaxton is with Ryan Hunter-Reay.
And Ryan, things looked so promising, and then all of a sudden you slow down. What do you know now happened?
I'm still trying to process this. I can't even believe it. The car was so good, and with Briscoe there, we were saving fuel behind him the last couple starts before that, and then the guys told me I can just go loose on him, and we were getting ready to go, and kept Dario behind me and setting up Briscoe, and then the gear selector, the actuator, just broke, I guess. It wouldn't come out of first gear. It went from fourth to first and just stayed there with what was it, probably 10 laps to go. I couldn't even, I still can't believe it. They had the car to win, I think, and just bummed for these guys. The luck's been so bad this year, but what are you going to do? It's racing.
A tough day for you, but what about your teammate Mike Conway?
Yeah, no, I'm very happy for him. I feel like it was my race, though. So I'm very disappointed, but, you know, I'm happy for him. If anybody, I'd like one of our teammates to win. It's hard to swallow right now. I felt like we really had it today, and I was really looking forward to racing Briscoe hard.
Marty, a rough day for Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Yeah, and a rough day for Mr. Penske, although his car finished second, so that's the good part. But you've been through this before, Roger. How do you handle it when a teammate takes another teammate out?
Well, first let me congratulate Michael Andretti and Conway for a great run. I mean, they really had it there at the end when it was time to go. We were obviously happy with Briscoe's run, but, you know, I looked at it on the monitor, and obviously Elio didn't run into the back of his teammate. Whether it was slippery down there or what happened, I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's too bad that it happened. We got a long way to go. These guys are teammates. They've helped each other. So, to me, I close the book and move on to the next race.
I know you don't. Do you have them sit down here and just chat about it, make sure everything's closed up?
No, I think that they'll talk here. I don't need to be a school teacher with these guys. These are grown men. So, you know, we'll talk about it and we'll move on.
All right, but the captain brought his car home in second place today with Ryan Briscoe. Kevin.
Marty, welcome to the Canadian portion of the program. James Hinchcliffe finished fourth. Alex Tagliani finished fifth. Let's start with the rookie. Race number 2. Okay, I think we'll take this, right?
Yeah, holy crap, yeah, top 5, I'll take that any day. It's funny, someone told me coming into the race between Atlantic and Lights and my time here, I have an average finishing position of 4.8, so who'd have thought we'd actually managed to maintain or make it even better in the IndyCar. But no, I think with the day we had Friday with the car catching on fire and the guys having to struggle to get the backup car out, it just says a ton for these boys. You know, at Newman Haas, I don't think we got the most out of the car in qualifying, but had a really consistent, really comfortable race car. Obviously took advantage of some other guys' misfortunes, but kept our nose clean and brought the 06 Brock car home in a top 5. Just fantastic result.
These are longer races than Lights cars. Show us your hands. You don't normally have to deal with that as much in the Lights races, so you got some blisters there.
It felt worse in the car. I thought they were going to look a bit uglier, but it's probably the longest race I've done by a factor of 2. It's twice as long as anything, and the curbs here just really, I just got to man up a little bit, Kevin, is what's got to happen. Alex will tell you, it's just a rookie with very, very soft hands.
Nice job.
Thanks very much.
He's keeping the Canadians proud. All right, your run today, let's talk about how you got up from 9th up into the lead and were able to stay up front. Tell me how you made up that track position early.
Well, the Bowers and Wilkins team was quick on the radio. I mean, they saw Justin spinning. I saw him spinning, so I dive into the pits. race. And then when I came out, I saw Wilson was out of there, and I said, oh my God, they're not going to throw that yellow. And finally, Simona spun, and that was what puts us in the lead. So a great call from the team, and we had a little bobble on the second stop. Obviously, we had a problem with the probe, lost a lot of position there. But then at the end, good restarts, and we were fighting a little loose car, but I think the team is proud to finish 5th and score points and jump in the championship.
2 cars aren't supposed to fit through turn 1, but it did happen a few times. What was your vantage point? What were you seeing about these restarts?
Well, I mean, it's going to be all season long, attritions, and the race will be played on restarts and starts, and it's unfortunate a bit. But for us, we took advantage some, and at the end, we lost some position because of it. So, but we're still in one piece after this race, so I think we're the fortunate one, and we'll take this one and go to Brazil and try to continue to score points and get in top 5, before Indy.
Good run.
Thank you.
5th for Alex Tagliani. One of his Sam Schmidt Motorsports teammates, Townsend Bell, by the way, was here this weekend getting set for their run at the Indianapolis 500.
All right, thank you, Kevin. And Elio Castroneves is still a very dejected race driver after having contact with his teammate. But on the other hand, we have a lot of emotion, a lot of happy emotion for Mike Conway, who wins here in Long Beach. The points lead changes again after the 3rd of 18 races in the 2011 Eyes on IndyCar Series campaign. Dario back on top. Look at Mike Conway. He won the race and moved up 18 positions in the point standings to 5th. Alex Tagliani gained 3, and Ryan Briscoe was also a big mover, gaining 16 positions with his 2nd place finish here this afternoon. Well, let's take a look at the final rundown. There are 5 different teams in the top 5 here this afternoon, with Mike Conway, of course, the winner of the race.
And Mike Conway was brought to the series by Mark Blundell, who's his manager. He won 3 kart races, did Blundell, but never Long Beach. So the protege has pulled it off.
17 cars on the lead lap when the final checkered flag fell. Scott Dixon was a lap back in 18th position as we go now to Brazil for some more street racing, Wally.
I love it. I love street racing. It's my favorite. I think it's just a blast to watch. It's a blast to do, too.
Yeah, it sure is. And there you see that there were 5 cars out of the race when things were over, including Ryan Hutter-Ray, who had such an incredible run until he had the problem with the car. Charlie Kimball out in an incident. E.J. Viso also, and Marco Andretti and Sebastian Bourdais ran into each other in the pit area. So we move on now to our next race as the ceremonies in Victory Lane continue here at Long Beach. And I got to admit that if I were to pick a winner before this race, it wouldn't have been Mike Conway. And I just think that's great to have a first-time winner.
I would pick him.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Wally.
There were a lot of surprises, one of which on this particular circuit, they have to figure out a way to clean up those double foul restarts to get everyone together, but they didn't disappoint.
Mike Conway, your winner here in Long Beach. Well, coming up next, Lord Stanley Summer. Be sure to join us in 2 weeks, Sunday, May 1st, for the Sao Paulo Indy 300 at noon Eastern. Eyes On, the official apparel of the Eyes On IndyCar Series, available at Macy's. For more information on the Eyes On IndyCar Series, log on to Versys.com. Once again, congratulations to our winner here this afternoon, Mike Conway. For Wally Dallenbach, Jan Beekes, Marty Snyder, Kevin Lee, Lindy Thaxton, and Robin Miller, I'm Bob Jenkins. See you in 2 weeks.